How's it going, guys? Sean here from TacticalSht. We're here with RW from Witt Machine, and today he's stopped in to show us what's new. So there you go. What do we got?
Suppressors. They seem to be a hot topic today, specifically because somebody decided to run their mouth. But hey, we started out with the Canuter valve. All of these are part of our what we call our ultra compact line. They're fighting suppressors. They're designed to be beat up, snotted on, and abused. We started out with Canuter valve. It's called the Canuter valve because we're basically telling the industry to kiss our ass.
Okay.
For years, the industry's had people convinced that it had to be huge, it had to be $1,000, it had to be quick connect, and with these, we've negated all of that nonsense. If you want, if your job is jumping through windows and chasing down werewolves, yeah, you probably want a $1,400 suppressor that's mouse fart and church quiet. For people that aren't allowed to go in front of the line, doesn't matter what it sounds like. It's got to be hearing safe. All of these are hearing safe. They're 136 or better, depending on caliber, of course. This is the smallest one. It's 4 inches long. It's 1 1/8 inch, so it's a little fatter than your thumb in diameter. And this is 136 at your ear on a standard 16-inch gun. This is ideal for patrol rifles, civilian sporting rifles. It's got the little cool DNA collector on the front because I'm not going to lie, I really do like punching people in the chest with these things. But that's what it's for. It's hearing safe, robust. You're not going to turn it inside out, and if you do, I'll fix it.
Cool. So you guys have a no bullshit warranty.
No bullshit.
Baffle strikes.
Hit them all you want. I'll fix it.
Okay.
As long as you don't try putting a 30 cal down our 223, I'm your buddy.
Somebody will. So what do we have next?
Next up, we put on our website the Dirty 30. Once that came out, everybody was like, can you do it in 30 cal? There's just not enough volume in that to do a 30 cal effectively and have it be useful. That's kind of the key. We wanted these things to be inexpensive, robust, but they had to work and they had to work well. So we came out with the 30. The intention was 300 blackout, but because we're Americans, we had to snot on everything, so we put it on a 300 Win Mag for testing. We found out that 300 Win Mag hits max pressure somewhere between 19 and 20 inches, depending on the projectile you're using or the load ingredients. Mm-hmm. So we found a load that hit max pressure at 19. Then we took a Remington long action bolt gun and we cut it off at 18.5. That way, max pressure would occur inside our suppressor. And then we ran that bolt gun as fast as we could all day long. Afterwards, we stripped it apart, MPI tested it, looking for cracks, fissures, stress points, didn't find any. So essentially a 300 Win Mag SBR, I know it's not an SBR, but a short rifle, max pressure inside of that, trying to get it to break and we couldn't. We did upbore one and we put it on a 375 Holland & Holland, literally an elephant gun, and they're still running, like hundreds of rounds later. No.
Yeah, because I think most suppressors or most companies, or the standard is to test a 30 caliber up to 300 Win Mag anyway.
Correct.
Yeah.
I wanted to put a Lapua through it. I just didn't have one, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the budget to run out and grab one for marketing purposes. But 375 H&H, that's literally a big belted Magnum cartridge.
Yep.
No problem. Not only was it tame to the recoil, it was fun to shoot, it was hearing safe on the ground, standing up, on sticks, whatever. So that's a pretty big claim to have. All of them, there's no barrel restriction. So if you want to put this on a 1-inch barrel, do it.
No baffle strikes.
No baffle strikes. You're not going to damage it. I'm not worried about overpressurization inside the container. Do it. Go nuts.
Cool. All right, what do we have next?
9mm. Once you go 30, everybody wants a 9mm. Now, just like all of these are for PCC or fixed barrel applications, we don't build a booster. Again, we're trying to build these robust and inexpensive. If we had to add a booster or a quick connect or a clicky bullshit, we would have to add a minimum of $150 on each side of it. So it just doesn't stand under that $500 price point we were trying to hit. So I have one of these on my SIG MPX. My wife has one on hers. Hers is 4.5 inches. Mine is 8.5 inches because I'm a guy and I got to be longer.
Everybody wants to be longer.
Yeah. Whether I'm shooting 115 grain or 124 or 147 grain, it's quiet. It's fun to shoot. The steel that I'm hitting is louder than the shot by far. And when I'm doing close-up stuff with like frangible ammo, I have to wear ear pro because I'm so close. The steel is making me deaf. The shot is quiet as sin. Again, no baffle strikes, no barrel restrictions, full auto rated. Put it on your sub gun, have a good time. PCC guys, stuff like that. After that, everybody wanted 45. Everybody wanted 45. So we were like, screw it. We punched one for 45. This one is specifically thread for a 450 Bushmaster. So the thread pitch is 11/16 by 24. And it handles it all day. 450 is that's not a big claim. I mean, that's like saying 300 Blackout's quiet. 450 Bushmaster, it's not an extremely high pressure round, and it's a straight wall cartridge. But subsonic or supersonic, it'll handle it, and it's quiet. Are these the quietest suppressors in the world? Fuck no. It's not going to replace, an $1,800 Surefire that, Delta Force is using. I'm not a Delta Force guy. I'm a gun monkey. So I don't need that. I just want to be able to shoot next to my wife, shoot around corners, shoot inside or outside, and not have my ears ringing like I got punched in the back of the head by Tyson.
Right. Well, if you shoot enough, you eventually go to a suppressor.
Of course.
Yeah. So, what about the last one?
Well, the Canuter valve, again, I said that was really optimized for patrol rifles or full-size 16-inch guns. Guys that don't want to pay $200 for a suppressor and then $200 for an SBR. But with the prevalence of pistol ARs and braces, short-barreled ARs are becoming more and more popular. So we built this as we call this the Big Body 223. Again, it's 4 inches. It's 1 5/8 inches in diameter, like all the big body line. But it's 223. This is really optimized for anything 12 inches or lower. Amusingly enough, this on an 8-inch barrel is quieter than this on a 14-inch barrel. Why?
Larger volume.
Well, not just that, but in a 14-inch barrel, that bullet's spinning up faster. So on a 14-inch barrel, this is actually louder than this on an 8-inch barrel, just due to the velocity bump. That on an 8-inch gun will beat just about any K-can in its class. When I do our law enforcement demos, I take a Surefire SOCOM 2 and I tan its ass. I take a Dead Air Sandman K and I tan its ass. I take these things and I don't put them on guns that I brought with me because then people say I'm cheating. I'm using special buffers or a heavier barrel or
subsonic ammo.
Subsonic ammo. I put this stuff on the department weapon or on the customer's weapon, on the dealer's weapon, the wholesaler, whatever. And we let them shoot their stuff, their configuration of choice, and I'm still quieter. We built that for the SBR thing, and again, we take the SOCOM 2 with us. We take the Dead Air Sandman K because we're quieter than there. We put it on a department 10-inch gun, and again, I was going to Chaffee County to show up for a demo there. Their team leader walked up to me. They were looking at the Sandman K to begin with. They have a 12-inch barrel in their application. They were going to use the Sandman K because it's quick connect and it's sexy and it's quiet. It's a very good can. And he walked up to me and he said, well, at your price, how can you beat this $600 can? Well, let's shoot them side by side. If you don't like it, I'll take my bat and ball and I'll go home. If you do like it, we'll shoot for the day and you can see if you can break it. I stuck around all day long. They shot countless rounds through the thing. They ended up buying 20 of them. So having those other major manufacturers with me when I shoot this stuff or demo this stuff sells this for me. So my job's fairly easy.
So they thought that the $260 price was...
How good can it be?
Is this an aluminum suppressor? It's going to last 100 rounds.
Right.
So are you guys using... Well, clearly you're not using Inconel or
Nope.
any of those odd unobtainium metals. So what are you guys using?
416 stainless. It's pretty lightweight. It's extremely durable. We get extremely high round counts out of them. If you're cleaning this in the same manner that you clean your bore, you're done. Run a bore brush down it, keep shooting. This has already lasted, or the one we have for testing has already outlasted the barrel that it's attached to. So
what kind of round count are we looking at?
12,000 rounds.
12,000 rounds.
15,000 rounds.
Plus?
Like, it'll fluctuate in there. I mean, how long is your barrel going to last anyway? But the nice thing is, unthread it, put it on a new one, run it. We use the soak method for these if somebody needs to, like, there's always that one guy that's like, can I take it apart? Yes, you can. There's always that one guy that's like, I'm OCD, I have to clean it. Okay, cool, soak it.
Yeah,
I use Rand CLP. I'll stand the thing, or Rand bore and bolt cleaner, I'm sorry. I'll stand the thing, I won't even take it off the gun. I'll stand it right up, run the bore, clean my chamber real good like I would on any gun. And then I'll spray that bore and bolt cleaner from Rand right down the chamber, stand it up on its nose. I'll leave it there overnight. Blow it out with air, one of them little canned air things you get at Staples, and go back to shooting. The other huge aspect of these is no blowback. There's a lot of suppressor companies out there that will plainly tell you it doesn't spit in your eye. Ours doesn't. No heavy buffer, no PRI charging handle.
Even this small?
Even especially that small one.
Okay.
With that small one, I'm on our Facebook page with a big pink gun, cursing my head off, because that's what I can do. With my nose on the charging handle, just swapping mags as fast as I can. I had a glove on because the metal handguard was burning the living piss out of me. And I'm just swapping mags. 30 rounds, 30 rounds. Nose on the charging handle, glasses on my forehead, run that bitch till it falls off.
So we assume that this is full auto, right?
All of it.
All of it. Okay. Even the tiny Canuter.
No blood. That's the one I did the most testing with.
You have to get close. It looks almost toy-like. Oh, okay. Well, TJ's here. He wants to talk to you too.
What's
Hey,
up,
man?
man?
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
I didn't know you were in town.
Well, I wanted to bring you a bunch of stuff. We had a new product, the 45. It's not on our website yet, and you guys get to see it first.
Really?
And it's your cereal.
My cereal? Cereal number TacticalSht.Official?
Simple, simple.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. So I'll be able to use this because the 45, I could use it on a 9. I could use it on basically anything that's pistol caliber underneath the 45.
There you go. If it goes down the whore, it's
Yep.
going to work.
It might be a smidge louder than a 9 can, but at least this
Of
way
course.
I've got something that'll switch between anything.
Yep.
Wow, that's freaking awesome. So we'll have to transfer this to, I guess, Ultimate Defense, which is an FFL locally, and they're a manufacturer, SOT.
Right.
And then I will fill out my Form 4 and do all my fingerprints and my photos. And then right now, I guess the wait is what, about 5 months or 200 and something days?
Yeah, it's like 200 and change.
Yeah.
It fluctuates by whatever people say on Twitter.
But it could be going up quite a bit.
Could be going up quite
Did
a
you
bit.
hear that Trump said some shit?
He does like to say some dumb shit from time to time, and apparently he stepped on somebody's dick.
Yeah, he said he doesn't like these.
At all.
Yeah, doesn't like them at all. And the interesting thing, though, is, and I did a podcast about this last week, that, if it follows the bump stock thing, bump stocks, Trump said he didn't like them in February of 2018. And they were illegal, banned, not grandfathered, as of February, I think, 2019. So it took
Nobody
a
can have
year.
nothing.
A year he did what he said he was going to do. And the excuse they did for not putting them on the NFA was that they did not predate the NFA.
Right. They
And
didn't
so
exist.
if he succeeds in this, we could be looking at a year from now. Suppressors could be no longer accessible. However, my suspicion is they won't be able to use the same excuse because suppressors do predate the NFA. Therefore, you're going to see a run on suppressors, and if they do manage to pull it off, you should be safe. Don't take my word for it, but you should be safe as long as you get one ordered between now and the time they go.
Right.
Like
Unlike
that.
bump stocks, because bump stocks weren't defined through the NFA, suppressors have been defined, and they would be grandfathered, or there's going to be...
A legal shitstorm.
That's the nice word I was going to use.
Yeah. All right, so before we, you're in town for a short period of time, and we can go shoot these, right?
Absolutely.
and because
let's
these
go
are
make them
still
here.
in your possession.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll go to UD on the Ultimate Defense, and we'll have you transfer them to Paul, and Paul can transfer it to me, and we can go
And
through
those
the background
transfers
check
are going
and all
nice
that
and fast,
stuff.
and we'll get you all squared away.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, hopefully this video with Sean and RW has been helpful and informative and answered some of your questions about suppressors and specifically the Witt Machine suppressors. But if it hasn't, we'll try to at least make it entertaining. You know, here's the thing. Every one of our ranges in town is underwater because of the great flood of 2019. So like everything west of this building is just an ocean, right? Like the ranges that we typically shoot on are 14 feet underwater.
So it'll be hard to hear the steel.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do, so I have a house that I live at, and I have some property. Unfortunately, though, my homeowners association is not, my HOA doesn't support the 2A, right? So I live in the county says I can shoot on my property, but the HOA says I can't. So hopefully your suppressors work well enough, and my HOA doesn't hear them.
If there's a nail gun in the area, that's what they're going to think it is.
Well, that's good news because they're building houses all over the place in there. So nail guns are fairly common. So let's go not make some noise.
Let's go make some brass.
We'll be at the range shortly.
And in his fucking defense, the trigger on that thing does suck. Oh, there's a duck?
Yeah, I don't think it's a real duck. Did you hear that?
A little bit.
The only thing I heard was the ting.
Things are great, right?
Is this the canooter?
That's the canooter. Everybody's got one.
Need that.
Fuck no.
So what the fuck is a canooter valve? Or canooter. It's not a canooter valve.
It's not a valve. Think of it like a butthole. It's my happy little way to tell the industry to kiss my fucking ass.
Oh, hey shitheads. TJ here, and we are in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we were able to get some country range thanks to Camden, one of our team shooters. I didn't have to go piss off my HOA
yet.
Right, yet. I'm with RW, and we are going to be exploring his cans today. We've got the 22 canooter. We've got another 22 on the bolt action rifle.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we're gonna work our way up, basically demonstrating how quiet these cans are.
For as small as they are.
And for as affordable as they are.
There you go.
What's the cost of a canooter?
Canooters are $260.
$260? So just $40 more than a stamp.
There you go. With the stamp,
Well,
you're
$60 more than a stamp.
Even though you're still well underneath $500 for a suppressor and the stamp. How do you beat that?
Yeah. And they're not playing any games. They're not like, oh, it's $500 and we'll pay for your stamp. No, you get the stamp yourself.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. And pay $260.
I'm not going to make you spend your money first.
So I would assume then if the canooter is $260, then the 9mm is probably like $500. The 223's got to be $1,000, and the 30 cal
$299 across the board.
Wait. $299 for a 5.56, 223, 30 cal
9mm. And what do you have?
Me?
The 45.
I've got the new 45. But we couldn't bring it out today because I didn't have anything with the right threading. We'll be demonstrating that in a couple weeks.
And I got to take the blame for that because I just kind of guessed.
That's all right. We're going to be over at Ultimate Defense. They're going to be the ones that have possession of that thing after the forms are filled out and they do the transfer. We'll be able to have conjugal visits with it.
That's exactly what I call them.
Yep.
Anytime I talk to a client, it's conjugal.
So we're going to go get conjugal visits for the next, 250 days or something, as long as it takes the ATF to approve me.
Yes.
Yep. Hoping that they do.
Yeah.
But
Criminal.
I've got a few other stamps, so I think I'm good. But this is the 22. Barely making any noise, completely hearing safe, and it's so tiny, it doesn't weigh down the front of the gun. I was able to make a 65-yard hit, on my first or second attempt there. Now, granted, it is a 22, but let's work our way up the ladder and demonstrate some shit, huh?
Fair enough.
There you go. There's the assassin gun. Ooh, what is this, Cam?
That is a 22 Ruger RPR.
RPR. With a Strike Eagle on it. Vortex Strike Eagle. So this is a little assassin gun. The guy just snaps in there like that. It goes in there like that. Safety on. Ping!
Did that thing fire, TJ?
I believe it did.
Something made that go clink.
That is awesome. You don't even know it went off until you hear the steel. I basically hear the firing pin and
Yes.
then steel ringing. Oh, I got more. Anybody else want to try this? Cam?
Sure.
Cam's like, yeah.
Safe on.
I am on the shooting team, so maybe I'll be able to hit something.
Yay, Cam.
Think I get one of these for competition? Oh, we're all out.
That's out. All right. Now, which can is that? Because that
Also-
doesn't look like a Canuter, is it?
Still the Canuter.
Still a Canuter? Right on.
22, 223,
So that's about as long as Fat Dark Earth's dick. What's the length on that?
4 inches.
4 inches. So close. I think this is like 3.85 last time I measured it. So we're gonna work our way up the ladder now to the 9 milli, right? The MPX. The MPX is all the rage right now because that's the new rifle of choice from John Wick. And as you may know, I am now sponsored by Terran Butler and Terran Tactical Innovations, even though I'm not a hot, extremely good shooter.
But you have great breasts.
Well, thank you. That might be why he went ahead and sponsored me. So this is not a Terran Tactical Custom MPX, but it does have the SB Tactical arm brace on this. Which one is this? The SP PDW. And that's probably the best brace for the MPX because it's very HK-like. And makes it a nice short package when you want it to be a short package, and still deploys pretty quickly. All right, there's the dot. I am not shouldering this.
Cheek weld.
Oops, that was me. Ooh, getting in a hurry. Oh, that is something. Again, no headphones on. And yeah, we're getting the sonic crack, but nothing that's damaging my ears. It's completely safe. What's the DBs on this thing?
Under 140.
Under 140? Okay. Hey, Cam, you want to play with it?
Oh, sure. Let me get that shot. Oh, one of the fancy rifles.
I think with 124, it's like 137.
Ooh, pulled that one.
And this is supersonic ammo.
Right.
Wow.
Come on, you got to hit it.
You know,
I
the
know,
boss
right?
made this look easy.
He did.
It's because I shoot.
There we go.
I do rifle things. See, this is a pistol, so he should be doing better.
I
There you
should
go.
be.
Yay!
You know, they say heavy is steady. Yeah. You should be.
Get on in there,
fun.
Josh.
Safe on?
Yep.
There you go. A little tougher looks.
There you go. Safe as on. So, you know what this thing needs. We should have hooked you up before you left. We'll put a bang switch in this, and then it'll be all hits. You know, the bang switch actually fits in the MPX, which is our trigger that we manufacture.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Give me your address. Get you one.
That's a lot of fun without the ears. There you go. So now that's the 9mm, but that's not called a Canuter because the Canuter is the 22, right?
The Canuter is 223, but you can shoot your 22 out of it. We put it on 22 mag, and it's real
Really?
quiet. 17 Hornet,
So that little 22, that suppressor that I was just shooting, that'll fire a 223?
all day long.
Seriously?
Yep.
Do we get to do that today?
Fuck yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, look.
So let's play the comparison game. Everybody asks, well, at $300, how good can it be? My answer is, let's put it against an $1,100 suppressor.
Okay.
Such a deal I have for you today. I just happen to have two identically built guns. I know you are into Faxon, so these are Faxon barrels, mid-length gas systems. They are identically built. There's no magic buffer in one. The gas blocks are metered to the exact same point within 1,000 of an inch. You're good to go.
Okay.
So let's go grab some ammo. We'll go our 223 can against the Surefire can. Longer can, more volume. You tell me what you think of the sound.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll be right back. So we now have the Witt Machine versus an $1,100 suppressor. $299, $1,100.
Can you pull that thing down? It's a little bit too long.
4 inches.
Thanks.
I don't get that often.
And what's this? 6 inches?
7 3/4.
7 3/4 versus 4. In this case, size does matter, and the smaller is better. This is the exact opposite. Although a lot of the women I know would probably like this one because it's shorter and fatter.
Tuna can wins every day.
Width always wins the day, right?
Girth.
Girth. So we have $299 worth of girth, and we've got $1,100 worth of worth and girth. Worth versus girth. It is your job. We didn't bring a dB meter, but it's your job to tell us. We'll bring the camera up right between the two guns, maybe behind, and you guys, we'll just go back and forth. Neither one of these guns are zeroed, so you're probably not going to hear a lot of steel banging. But just you try to tell us, is the $1,100 suppressor louder, or or quieter, or is the $299 Witt Machine quieter? I'll let you start.
Fair enough.
Sure sounded really similar.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed though, so come over here. Do you have enough? Do you have any more ammo on that one?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So come over here and get a look at me. Okay. So I'm just going to get in a standard shooting stance, and what I want you to do is I want you to watch the recoil that I'm feeling. Right? Feel my recoil. This is with the Witt Machine. I'm not going to death grip the gun. Just going to send one. Well, I'm going to send 3. So now, I'm going to go with the longer $1,100 can. Same grip, no death grip. This gun has a noticeable jar to it. It's wobbling heavily in my hands. And I see more shit flying out of the gun. And to me, it seems a smidge louder at the ear. But I really, I don't know. That could be just me.
It's not just you. It's the back pressure of that suppressor. So the Surefire cans are notorious for, pull the magazine out of that. Dirty, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm clean, you're not.
Yeah.
So the back pressure
Really couldn't
coming,
tell too much in the light.
the back pressure on that reduces your dwell time. The bolt opens early, and all the pressure behind that round comes out the ejection port next to your ear.
Right.
That's why to the shooter, those always seem loud and snappy.
We've done this. You do it.
All right.
To the black thing underneath.
is nice.
This is the big body 223 on an 8-inch gun. Standard 5.56, caliber specific bore. What's quieter, this or the 16?
I think that is.
You're goddamn right it is.
What makes a shorter one quieter? Shorter
Okay.
barrel.
Unicorn dick.
Unicorn dick magic?
Fuck yeah. Here, I'll put that up for you.
Oh, thanks.
You hit it first hit.
Cam.
Yeah, sure.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, I'm getting repeat hits on steel at 65, 70 yards with iron sights and an 8-inch barrel suppressed with no ear pro on because the gun is just bumping right back into position.
Straight.
It's
Straight back
Yeah.
like a
I couldn't hit something broadside barn.
hard right, Kentucky windage boy. Right.
Well, that's about how I shoot normally, so let's go a little higher.
I think you're still right.
Still?
Come left.
That's what she said. No, I mean, I'm getting there.
he is an open shooter.
I have a dot on my pistol, but that is a sweet shooting gun. That thing is definitely quiet.
Yeah, I love that gun.
What you do?
Teach me your ways.
What you do is you see this little hole
Yeah,
here.
hold.
So and then there's this post up here.
No one ever taught my dad.
So
I'm
so
not
what
talking
you
dad.
do is you have the post in the front and the hole in the back.
Yeah.
You put the post in the middle of the hole, and wherever the top of the post is where the bullets go.
Oh, damn it, Dad.
All right, so our boy Josh, if you read the blogs at TacticalSht.com, the news you give a shit about, then you're reading Josh's article. So this is his gun. This is actually what we call a Tactical Shit Skunk Works gun because it's built by the insane minds of the Tactical Shit guys. The upper is anyway. And so what you got here is you've got a Geisley super modular rail 9.5 MK8. Basically a Mark 18 clone-inspired pistol. He's using an SBA 3 brace, which, in my opinion, is way better than the SBA 4. It's got the Geisley FD charging handle out to balance the colors, diamond head sights, and we just installed the 30 cal Witt on there. What do they call this thing?
The Dirty 30.
The Dirty 30. And we've got some subsonic 300 blackout that we're going to roll into this thing real quick. I'm going to shoot a couple. And just see how quiet it is with subs on a 300 shorty, and then we'll let Josh play. Stop.
Oh, is it?
Right.
Josh was like, yes.
Are these subs though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fort Scott.
It was definitely quiet.
Fort Scott guys.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
Got to hold a little right. Right edge. Oh, I forgot it was the Benary. He's got the Benary trigger.
Gander?
Oh, sure.
It sucks to be in front of that, doesn't it?
I'll take a step forward before you say it. You're in the face. All right.
Stand by one. How many rounds we got left?
Good checker. She's safe.
Just 2.
Yeah,
Didn't we need to save these for some reason?
No,
Oh, to shoot the target.
The Benary.
The Benary.
The Banner.
That thing is quiet.
Oh, we got one left.
Put that in the full.
That's right. There was because there was one in it.
Damn you, math.
That's a
Damn you, math.
Full auto load and I shoot a couple rounds.
It's his up there. I don't give a fuck.
I never shot full auto. You're popping that shit.
you.
Vernos.
I can help you replace it.